Good afternoon and welcome to Leekie's look at this weekend's Premier League fixtures. I was asked by somebody the other day if I could do some sort of show along these lines, and well, I thought, I'll give it a go. Good afternoon, George. Good afternoon, Samurai. So basically what it is, in front of me I have got the list of all the fixtures for this weekend and the Premier League. Good evening, Golf Quest. How you doing, bud? And I'm just going to have a bit of a whiz through it, have a look, see what everybody's predicting, and give my own predictions as well. As you can see, I'm a Villa fan for all my troubles, so a little bit of bias towards Villa maybe, but I can't see us pulling it off this weekend. But then again, it depends on what team turns up. Hey, Bosh, how you doing, mate? Hi, Bob. Right, so I think this should take roughly about half an hour. I'm not too up on various football teams. I watch a little bit on the telly. I watch the England games, I watch Villa games, and sometimes I'll watch games like the lower leagues, Walsall, and sometimes the non-league ones. But basically, that's what it's all about, looking at football fixtures. And the Premier League kicks off tonight with its first game, and that sees Burnley against Man City up at Turf Moor, or it used to be Turf Moor, I don't know if it still is, or whether they've had a new ground, but it's up at Burnley. Now the odds are Burnley to win 17-2, so you put £2 on, you win 17, so ain't bad. But Man City's odds to win, being the away team, there you've got to put on £3 to win £1. So favourites for this one, Man City. My prediction is a Man City away win, and I'm thinking Man City might throw a few goals in the back of the net. I'm predicting Man City to win 4-0. So, we shall see. And don't shoot me if I'm wrong, because that's the way I am. But, I mean, Man City, their third team would do all right in most Premier League teams. So, you've got the likes of Grealish, Foden, and all the rest of them. You can't see anybody sort of doing anything against them. Good afternoon, Lily. Hi, Paul. How you doing, crackers? Right, so that's today's match. Burnley, Man City. And I've got Man City down for a 4-0 away win. Right, then we move on to tomorrow. And 12:30 kick-off. Arsenal versus Notts Forest. This, again, I think is going to go the way of Arsenal. I can't put the Forest team in the same sort of highlight of Arsenal. Arsenal have got that many good players. You don't hear much of them spending lots of money, but they do it all on the quiet. I'm sure they do. Afternoon business, how you doing, buddy? So I've got Arsenal for the home win. The bookies are saying put £7 on, you can win £1. Notts Forest, the away win, put £1 on. If they win, you can win £16. So it'd be nice to see Forest beat the Arsenal. I would ideally like to see some of the top six come to grief this year, to be honest. Because you get fed up of just seeing the same ones in all the top six places. But I can't see it with Notts Forest. So I'm going Arsenal to win, and I'm saying 3-1. Right, then we move on to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. And the first one, Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, Brighton had a cracking season last year, and I've seen them play a couple of pre-season friendlies when they took part in the Premier Summer Series, along with Villa, and it was Villa, Chelsea, West Ham, Fulham, Brighton, Brentford. Is that right? Fulham? West Ham, Chelsea, Brighton, Fulham, Brentford. Yeah, 6 teams in it. And said, I think Brighton done really well. They came third, I think, if I remember right. So I've got them, the bookies have got them down as a home win, and put £7 on, you win £2 back. Luton to win away, they've got them down as 19-2. Luton have been buying some players, bought a couple off the Villa, a marvellous Nakamba, and would like to see him do really well. He spent last season with Luton in the second half of the season, and he had a really good time, so they've bought him this year. So I'd like to see him do well because he deserves it. He didn't get a fair crack of the whip at the Villa. But I've had to go for Brighton. I think they're going to be a bit too strong, and their manager is quite well respected in the football world. So I'm going Brighton to win 2-0 on that one. Good afternoon, Chi. How you doing? So, so that's a couple of them out the way. Right, next one up, sound. This is Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. Both teams just come up out of the Championship. Sheffield United, the bookies have got them down as 21-10. So I think that means you put £10 on, you win £21 back. Not 100% certain with that one because that's a really weird sort of figure. And it's 21-10 for the away draw as well. For the home draw, for the draw. Crystal Palace to win, they've got them down as 11-8. I'm going for a draw on that one. I'm thinking 1-1 because I don't know much about Sheffield United. I don't even less about Crystal Palace, to be honest. So there we go. 1-1 draw I've got. Right, move on to Everton. Everton at home to Fulham. Now, I've seen Fulham in the American Premier Summer Series, and I don't think they've done themselves justice at all. They haven't got much of a clue, to be honest. So I'm thinking it's going to be Everton. After last season's problems and only just escaping relegation, I think that they've sort of stepped up a gear. Managers had a kick in the arse. So I'm thinking that Everton are going to win. Bookies have got them down as home win 6-5 and away win 9-4, 23-10 for the draw. So I'm going home win for Everton, 2-1. Sorry to any Fulham supporters. Right, move on to Bournemouth. Bournemouth, West Ham. West Ham, loads of problems last year. They just escaped relegation. Everybody calling for Moyes' head. I don't think they've done much in the way of transfers this year. They've got rid of their main sort of player, Declan Rice. So I don't know if they brought anybody in to replace him or what, but they're going to miss him drastically. Good afternoon, Tan Man, and good afternoon, Naif Martin, and Joan Witherington. So Bournemouth, West Ham, I am looking at a 1-1 draw. I don't know too much about Bournemouth. They're one of them teams that nobody hears very much about. The big six, you hear loads about. The lower ones, nothing. Very quiet. Right, after that one, we move on to the main match for me. Newcastle at home to Mighty Villa. Played usually with their games, both at Villa and at Newcastle. They're usually high-scoring games. They're good, interesting games. They're ideal for the non-supporters. So, good entertainment. They played in the summer series. Villa went 2 up in the first 10 minutes and then seemed to take the foot off the gas, let them get back to 2-2, then we went 3-2, then we went 3-3, and it ended up 3-3. Both teams got some great players. Villa have bought Diaby, Tillemans, and got his name at the back there. Hang on, let me have a look. Pau Torres, yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Paul or Pau or what. But they bought him, put him in. And then you've got the likes of Tyra Mings, Diego Carlos. Got quite a few injuries at the Villa at the moment. Up front, it's likely to be Diaby alongside Ollie Watkins. Midfield, bit of a difficult one. You've got Benida, Tellman, McGinn, Lewis. You've got quite a few decent midfielders there. Couple of long-term injuries that have been out all over the summer. Hopefully get them back soon. Good afternoon, Stan. It says bong bong. That must be an Albion fan. So, difficult one to predict. I've put it down as a draw. The bookies have got Newcastle to win 18-11. So you've got to put 11 on to win £8 back. Villa to win away 18-5. So you put 5 on, yeah, £18 back. The draw 27-10. Me, I'm thinking a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go goals from Watkins and I'm going to go Diaby. It'd be nice if Cameron Archer comes off the bench and does his business, because they're umming and ahhing at the moment whether they should send him out on loan or keep him. With all the games we've got this year, with the European games, cup matches and everything, we need the likes of Cameron Archer and also the two Jacob and Aaron Ramsey. We need them. We can't afford to sort of get rid of our up-and-coming players. They're the ones that are going to be the stars of the Villa in 2 to 3 years' time. So we need to hold on to them. So I've gone for the 2-2 draw. Hopefully they can prove me wrong and we could just snatch a win. It would be an absolutely fantastic start. Got 2 great managers as well, Eddie Howe and, of course, our man. He's, I don't know how you'd sort of explain him, because he's not really outspoken. I've always noticed all our managers, they always go to towards our end and applaud the players. And if our team start coming off the pitch for losing, like, the manager's always, well, hang on, go and say thank you to the fans, which I really do like. Business has got Everton down for a top 7 finish. Oh, it'd be nice, but I can't say that myself. I think I seen somebody the other day say that one of these super running computers have got Everton down as relegation candidates again. But you just don't know, do you? Fraser, I like your way of thinking. He says Villa 3-1. I like that. I would like to see that happen, to be honest. Right, that was Saturday's games. We'll move on to Sunday. Now here's another difficult one. Sunday, 2 2 o'clock kick-off, Brentford and Tottenham. Tottenham just got rid of Harry Kane, and for me, got rid of him on the cheap. He's gone to Bayern Munich, and I don't think they bought anybody to replace him. And have they got anybody that used to score goals like Harry Kane did? I don't think so. So I think Tottenham might struggle a little bit. Brentford, on the other hand, good manager, is very on the ball. We played them in the Premier Summer Series, and I think that was another draw that we had. I think that was our opening game, I think. So they're a tough team to beat. And they've got some good players. Not necessarily all big names, but shrewd boys that they've bought from around the world. So you just never know with Brentford. Tottenham, the bookies have got them Brentford 17-10 as a home win. Tottenham away win 29-20. So you've got to put 20 quid on to win 29, if that's what I'm thinking. The draw 5-2. So I think they're looking at a draw more than anything. I think first thing this morning, I got Brentford down to win. And I got Brentford, I thought they'd scored 2. And I think Tottenham might just scrape one. And then a little bit later on, someone said, you're wrong on that. So I've now gone for Tottenham away win, 1-0. Right, the big one of Sunday is 4:30 kick-off. And you got Chelsea versus Liverpool. Now, Chelsea had a pretty poor season last year. So I don't know if they've bought anybody. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they'd done all right in the summer series. They actually won the trophy. We came second, they came first. But we never had to play them because they was in the next division. Liverpool, what can you say about Liverpool? Got some top names. We'll talk about one or two of them that may be on the way to Saudi Arabia. But I don't know. The bookies have said Chelsea to win 15-8, Liverpool to win 13-10, and 5-2 the draw. So I'm thinking it's gonna be. This morning again, I was hovering on Liverpool to win, and I got them down as 2-0. And then a little thing a bit later on, looked at what a few of the papers was thinking, and then I've got down Chelsea to win 2-1. But my mind is saying, I'm thinking a 1-1 draw, but don't quote me. Would be nice to see. Right, then we move on to Monday's games. Well, what can you say? Man United versus Wolves. Wolves sold a few players during the season, well, during the close season. A lot of my mates are Wolves fans, and they're not happy because Wolves couldn't score goals last year. So if you can't score goals, you've got a striker problem. Your striker ain't doing biz. So he either needs somebody to help him out, or you need a better striker. And, well, what can you say? They haven't bought a striker. They've bought defenders. Now, this Julian Leekie, or whatever his name is, their coach up till last week, ain't done much I don't know whether they're stuck with these FFP rules, because they spent 100 million last year or something, and they're hit by the FFP rules, so I don't know. Good afternoon, Lopez. Buenos dias, my friend. And good afternoon, good evening to Huawei. How you doing? So, I think the Wolves are going to struggle this year. They've got no manager at the moment, or no coach. So they're trying to find somebody to fill that role. So, assistant coach or somebody off the training team are going to be sort of in charge tomorrow. Monday, sorry. I can't see Wolves beating or doing anything to Man United. The bookies have got Man United down as 2-7. So you'll put £7 on to win 2. Wolves, you've got to put £2 on to win 19. I know Wolves have beat Man United at Man U a couple of times in recent years. It would be nice to see them do it again, but for me, I think Man United are going to sneak this one with a crafty 3-0 win. But, like I say, that's only my way of thinking. I'd love to see the Wolves do Man U. Same as I'd love to see Burnley tonight beat Man City. But I can't see it. There's something that's saying the top 6 are going to be Man City, Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool, and then choice between Chelsea and Tottenham. I think I would love to see the likes of Brentford, Brighton and the Villa up in the top 6. Newcastle as well. Yeah, so it'd be great if, those 4 teams, Brighton, Brentford, Villa, Newcastle, could pull something out the bag this year, and just, if you can put together a team that could beat the likes of Man City and Arsenal, then you're on a way to getting where you need to be. But it's just a bit of a funny thing, isn't it? Good afternoon, Gillian. Are you ready for tonight? No, not tonight. Tomorrow night, the Villa are invading the Toon. So, will the Toon Army have something to sing about 7:30 tomorrow night? I want to say afternoon as well to my lovely wife. It's her birthday today. And it's also our wedding anniversary. 33 years been married today. Just say thank you for sharing your life with me, and I hope you have a really nice birthday, considering you're at work, but you'll be home tomorrow morning, and I'll take you out for some nice tomorrow night. Right. I think I've covered all the games. Just a quick look through them again. Right, tonight I've got Burnley and Man City. Man City to win 4-0. Tomorrow, Arsenal and Notts Forest. I've got Arsenal to win 3-1. Brighton and Luton. I've got Brighton to win 2-0. Sheffield United and Crystal Palace. They're just going to struggle, both these two teams, I think, again this year. I can't see the likes of these teams that have come out the Championship. They need to have an absolute fortune to save their bacon. Otherwise, they're just going to go back down again. So I've got them down as a 1-1 draw. I can't see nothing else really. Everton and Fulham, again, is one of them tricky ones. This morning I was thinking Fulham might do it, and then I thought, well, they were pretty pants in the summer series, so I've gone for a home win for Everton, 2-1. Bournemouth and West Ham, I think, are another two teams that might struggle again this year. West Ham, I don't think they've replaced Declan Rice, so I think they're going to be struggling. They've got the Villa player, but they bought him in January, And all over the summer, they're going to sell him, they're going to sell him, they're going to sell him. And I don't think he's had a chance to prove he's good. But, they won the Europa League last year. But if they hadn't got into the final there, David Moyes would have been off down the road, chucking his P45 into the job centre. So, what have I got? Oh, yeah, Bournemouth and West Ham. I'm thinking a 1-1 draw. I can't see either of them sort of doing anything special, really, for the year, neither. Then we move on to Newcastle and Villa. I've got to say, I'm a Villa fan. I'd love Villa to win. I'd really like to see us go out there. We start our games really strong and we chase everything. And we play this eye up the field offside game. And it catches out loads and loads. And we caught Newcastle out in the summer series time and time again on the offside trap. But it only takes just that slight little bit of hesitation and the other team's got past them, and then it just leaves Martinez, as big as he is, and as shot stopper, I don't think there's a better goalkeeper than him in England at the moment. But as one-on-one, they can quite easily sort of get past him. So, a little bit scary. I would have liked to see them bought another keeper in place of Olsen, but Olsen's had a couple of pre-season games and he's done all right. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, he can carry on doing that. So, I've got Newcastle and Villa, a 2-2 draw. I would like it to go the way of the Villa. But it's always good to see your team win, especially on the opening day. But I'm thinking 2-2 draw. Goals from Ollie Watkins and Diaby. Right, then we go on to Saturday. Brentford at home to Tottenham. Oh, that is going to be a tough game. So Brentford, we played Brentford in the summer series. I've not seen much of Tottenham. They've just sold Harry Kane. So I don't know if they've got a replacement or anybody that could fit that sort of mould. So I've gotten down as Tottenham to win away from home. But I've got a strange feeling that Brentford are going to be the stronger team. I'm going to put... I think, in looking at it in one way, I think Brentford are going to win 2-1, even though I've got Tottenham down as an away win. Right, second match on Sunday, Chelsea and Liverpool. Two good teams. Chelsea didn't have the best of seasons last year. Did they sack the manager? Did they sack one manager or two managers last year? I don't know. But they got rid of some of their staff. So I don't even know who's their manager now. I have no idea. I think it's the old Tottenham manager. I'm thinking Chelsea are just about going to sneak a win. It's going to be tight, but I've gotten down as a 2-1 win. And then Monday, Man United versus the Wolves. A lot of my friends are Wolves fans, and they've all said, we're going to struggle. We've done nothing this year. We've bought nobody, and now they ain't even got a coach. So I think they're going to struggle. I think it's going to be 3-0 to Man United. I know Wolves have beat them a couple of times over the last few years, but they couldn't score goals last year. They needed a goal scorer. They've bought a couple of defenders. They've not bought a goal scorer. So whoever Lopte's idea was, if I played 7 across the back and a couple in midfield and then just one sort of standing round by the halfway line, he might just sneak the ball and lob the keeper. I think that was his thinking. I think that's why he's probably left. Somebody's told him, hey, mate, we need to win games. Right, that's it then. I've gone through all the teams. I was going to do the championship as well, but I'm not that good with championship teams, so rather than make myself look a complete and utter fool, I'll just stick with the Premier. Many thanks to everybody for joining me, and thank you for all the likes and everything. You're a fantastic bunch, I have to say. But now I'm going to go. I've got to go for a pint this afternoon, and then I'm going to go and pick some flyers up for the Quadrophenia all-dayer that I'm doing in October the 15th. So if you're in the West Midlands and you like anything to do with Quadrophenia or mods and stuff like that, Cannock Premier Suite, Quadrophenia Day. I think it's 3 o'clock start till something like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on the night time. It's going to be fantastic. Meet and greet at least 5 of the stars of the film Quadrophenia. You can get in touch with the Premier Suite at Cannock, and you can get prices and tickets from there. Right, I am going to go. Hi, Kerry, you're right, lovely. I've got record boxes to pack for tonight and for Sunday. Tonight I'm at Soul in the Hole in Darlaston. If you fancy a good old dance, I'm on there. I'm on first at 8 o'clock. I'm at Soul in the Hole in Darlaston. If you fancy a good old dance, I'm on there. I'm on first at 8 o'clock. So come and join me for that. But for now, many thanks. Love you all. See you soon. Up the Villa. And good luck to all your favourite teams. Bye-bye for now.